Yes, students, we are now starting the reaching of age of adolescence from class 8. Here, this is for the first week of November assignment videos, and you can refer it. We have already sent the modules and the videos related to this chapter detailed, and this is based on the assignment questions. Okay. So in this part we will be discussing the 5 important points. What is puberty and what is adolescence? As I have said, puberty is the age at which a person, a girl or boy, attain the reproductive maturity. What do you mean by this puberty? The age at which girl or boy attain reproductive maturity is called puberty. A boy attains puberty between the age 11 to 16. So, you can see certain changes in your body during this period of time. At the same time, puberty indicates in females, in the age between 10 to 15, 10 to 15, 11 to 15 in boys and 10 to 15 in girls. What are the changes that you can observe that you will be discussing in this next part? Okay. So puberty is the age at which a person attains reproductive maturity. And what is the difference from this adolescence? Adolescence is the period from a period of transition from a child to adult. This is the period. Okay. The adolescence is the period in which the transition from child to adulthood, and puberty is the age at which a person attains reproductive maturity, the particular age, that puberty is related to particular age, and adolescence period, okay, that transition period from child to adult. You got the difference? Yes. Now, menarche and menopause. Menarche is the first menstruation happens at puberty in female. So what is menarche? Menarche is the first menstruation happens at puberty in female. So the menarche indicates the first, menstrual flow. First menstrual flow. As I said very clearly, menstruation takes place every month. In the beginning it may be disorder, but later on it will be, uniform. Okay. So menarche is the first menstruation happens at the age of puberty, first puberty in females. Menopause is the stoppage of reproductive cycle of female. That happens between 45 to 50 years. Menopause is the stoppage of menstrual cycle or reproductive cycle. Menstrual cycle indicates the reproductive capacity. Okay. When ovulation takes place, then only the menstruation happens. See, ovulation stop. The formation of egg and ovum formation stop. Then the menopause also will be stopped. So, the stoppage of menstruation in female indicates that the end of the reproductive period. End of the reproductive period, that is called menopause. Now, I am asking you, what is the meaning of primary sexual characteristics? At the time of puberty or onwards from puberty, males and females indicate certain body changes. In males, you can see the testis produces sperms. Testis produces sperms, and also the testis produces a hormone called testosterone. All these are called the primary sexual characteristics. Primary sexual characteristic in male. Okay. So, what are the primary sexual characteristics in males? Formation of sperms. Sperm formation begins. And also, we can understand that the testes start producing the hormone, the sex hormone called testosterone. Testosterone, you know that. This is already discussed. Testosterone. At the same time, in female, the primary sexual characteristics includes the formation of egg or ovum. Egg or ovum. Egg or ovum formation from any of the ovaries in about 28 days. In about 28 days every month, one of the two ovaries produces only one egg. That is called ovulation. What is this called? Ovulation. So ovulation is the first primary characteristics in female. Then now production of estrogen and progesterone. Production of estrogen and progesterone are the other character, primary sexual character. You know, these hormones cause certain changes in the body. These hormones makes our body certain changes. That changes are called secondary sexual characteristics. So secondary sexual characteristics are the characteristics produced by or promoted by the hormones estrogen and progesterone in females and testosterone in males. Testosterone in males. So these are the secondary sexual characteristics. So what are secondary sexual characteristics? Certain characteristics that happens and appear in the body due to the production of hormones is called the secondary sexual characteristics. Okay, you got this very clearly? Very clear. Now, what are the secondary sexual characteristics? We can understand that. Increase in the height. Increase in height. Change in voice. Change in voice. You know, voice development, voice changes happens in the changes in the larynx. What is larynx? Larynx is called sound box. Larynx is called sound box. The sound box is developed in boys and girls differently. In boys, the sound box or larynx be enlarged generally, but in females it will not enlarge. So the sound in boys are hoarse and rough sound. Okay, whereas in females we can see the larynx do not develop much, but we can understand that the sound is high with high pitch. So larynx or sound box produces the sound. Okay. Then increase in the height, increase in the voice or changes in voice, changes in the body shape, development of body hairs, changes in the attitude and feelings. Sexual feelings will be changed. All this includes the secondary sexual characteristics in women. Okay. Now pimples. What are pimples? I told you there are two types of glands in the skin. What are the two types of glands? Sweat glands and oil glands. Sweat gland and oil gland. The sweat gland produces sweat. Sweat usually excretory material. This production of the sweat will also help in reducing the body temperature. When the sweat evaporates by absorbing the heat from our body, the body temperature will come down. At the same time, oil glands are called sebaceous glands. S-E-B-A-C-E-O-U-S. Sebaceous glands produce oil or sebum. Oil or sebum. When the sebaceous glands block because of more production of the sebum, and this will attract the bacteria present in the atmosphere. This bacteria cause infection if you do not wash it on regular basis. Okay, so the infection of the bacteria develops condition called pimples or acne. Pimples or acne is the condition where bacterial infection in the sebaceous glands, which results in the infectious state. So, in order to prevent the pimples or acne, you can wash your face with fresh water on regular basis, at least 3 or 4 times daily. Then the pimples will be removed. So, these are the important concepts that are coming in the primary part of the chapter. Okay, got it? Very clear? Yes. Thank you.